Ready? Action. How many people have heard me speak before? How many people haven't heard me speak before? That seems to be everybody in the room. So now I'm connected with everybody. I'm here to talk about overcoming your obstacles. Everybody can overcome your obstacles with certain principles. I myself used to live on the beach. How many people have lived on the beach? Not too many. Not too many lucky people. Well, I literally lived on the beach. I lived in a Datsun B210, orange in color. I had a recliner because I used a 2x4 to keep my seat up. When I wanted to recline at night to get a good night's sleep, I would take the 2x4 out and my seat would recline. I'd get a good night's sleep. My restaurant was a local garbage can. Every year at Christmas time, when I watched the movie Elf, and I watched the movie The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, there is a scene, and the scene is when the Grinch gets thrown through the garbage chute. And it resonates deep in my heart because when he comes out of the garbage chute, he looks at a big bag of garbage and says this: "One man's garbage is another man's potpourri." And it resonates in me, and I start laughing to myself. My children don't understand why I laugh, because I used to eat out of garbage cans. I was a homeless veteran living in a car at 550 Surfside Drive. Surfside Drive was at the base of Port Hueneme beachfront. The beachfront, there's nothing there except garbage cans and showers. My morning shower would be in the beach shower head. My alarm clock was the surfers at 6 in the morning coming by, banging my car with their surfboards. I was homeless, I was destitute, I was a liar, a cheat, and a thief, and you know what? I needed to change some things. I didn't know how to change. Overcoming obstacles was far beyond my wildest expectations. But I made a decision one day. With a little bit of help from the Ventura County Police Department, I got a chance to change my life. I got a chance to make a decision to overcome an obstacle. I got introduced to a man who spent 37 years in the penitentiary. And for some reason, this man knew me. He knew my heart, he knew my soul, he knew everything I was thinking about and everything I wanted to do. But the one thing that he brought to my attention, he asked me a few questions, and I'm going to share those questions with you today. There are 3 basic questions. But he made this statement to me that nobody ever made to me. Most of it was, "I'll never amount to anything. I'll always be homeless. You have a bad attitude. You're a liar. Everything's about you." But he said these words to me. He said, "You don't have to live that way any longer if you choose not to live that way." Nobody ever told me that. In almost 29 years, nobody ever said those words to me. But this man, a rough-cut, tattooed, 37-year penitentiary man, told me those words. And it resonated somewhere deep in my heart. Today, my zip code, in the beach there was no zip code. Today I have a zip code. My zip code is 95746. And if you look up that zip code on Google Maps, you will see that I live over by Folsom Lake. A beautiful neighborhood with a beautiful house. I have a beautiful wife and a beautiful family. I have 4 daughters, 3 grandsons. My life is amazing. My life is far beyond my wildest expectations. I have 2 Harley-Davidson motorcycles. I have a car. I get a brand new car every 3 years. My kids have cars. My kids are in college. These are things that so many years ago was far beyond I could ever dream of. But today I have it. And today I don't say that to impress you. I say that to impress upon you. If you use the principles that I'm about to share with you, you too can overcome your obstacles. And I'm going to share them. There are 3 simple questions. First question: are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because if you're not sick and tired of being sick and tired of your obstacles, there's really no help. You have to make the decision deep within your heart that I'm sick and tired. Now back in those days, I was sick and tired of a lot of things. I was sick and tired of being followed by the police. I was sick and tired of the parks and recreation kicking me out of my home, which was the beach. I had to move my car constantly. I was sick and tired of being hungry. I was sick and tired of having no money. I was sick and tired of trying to pawn things off to get enough money to buy enough booze to satisfy the hunger in my heart. Today, I still use that principle. Am I sick and tired of being sick and tired? And I have to say yes. But today, I'm sick and tired of mowing my lawn. So I have to think of ways, if I'm really sick and tired, I need to have somebody come and mow my lawn because I'm sick and tired of it. And there's ways to do that. I'm sick and tired of working 13, 14, 15 hours a week. I have to figure out a way to change that. I'm sick and tired of saying yes and doing everything that's not towards my dream. For you, it could be many things. Are you sick and tired? You have to write it down on a piece of paper. I'm sick and tired of being overweight. I'm sick and tired of having not enough money to survive. I'm sick and tired of not getting a raise for a company that doesn't appreciate me. I'm sick and tired of hanging around with the wrong people, going to the wrong places, not achieving my dreams, my goals. You have to write it down. If you don't write it down, it's just a wish. If you write it down on a piece of paper and say, I am sick and tired of having no money, the wheels will start turning in your brain. Question number 2. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to overcome your obstacle? Because if you're not willing to do whatever it takes, there's really no hope. It's got to start with you. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. Again, back in those days, I was a very unsociable person. I was all about me. I was selfish, self-centered individual. The person that helped me overcome that obstacle of my life, he asked me that question, are you willing to do whatever it takes? I can help you if you're willing. And I said, yes, I'll do whatever. The first thing he had me do was clean urinals. Sounds like a really menial job, and I balked at the first sign. Clean the urinal. And I said, are you kidding me? I'm just trying to get my life together. Why do I have to clean the urinal? He goes, get in there, clean the urinal. You told me you would do whatever it took. And sure enough, I'd go in the bathroom with a scrub brush, and I would cuss him out every moment I was scrubbing that urinal. Why am I scrubbing the urinal? Doesn't he know who I am? Doesn't he know my name? Why is he having me scrubbing the urinal? I'd come back out, and I'd say, urinal's clean. And then he'd say, go outside and pick up cigarette butts. What are you talking about? I don't smoke. Get out of yourself and get out there and pick up cigarette butts. You said you'd do whatever it took. Now, I didn't know those principles then, but I do know them now. And what he was trying to do to me was to help me get out of John and start serving other people. Triggered my life. I don't know what it's for you, but if you're willing to do whatever it takes, are you willing to go to school? Are you willing to hire a coach? Are you willing to do the things you need to do to overcome your obstacles? Because if you say yes, and somebody comes to you and says, here's your answer. You need to go outside and pick up the garbage around the building before you can grow. You better go pick up the garbage. It might not seem like a viable thing to do, but the principle of serving others has to be part of your obstacle, has to be part of serving other people. Question number 3, are you willing to go the distance? And here's the principle he taught me. 1,000, if you put on your piece of paper, if you're writing, put the number 1,000 with a slash and put 12. And here's the principle. 1,000 come and a dozen stay. I never knew what that principle was, but what he told me was this. 1,000 people will be sick and tired of being sick and tired. 1,000 people will raise their hand and say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And at the end of the day, 12 people will stay. 12 people will accomplish that goal because they learn of the fortitude in your heart is that I can overcome. I am the king. I am deserving of my dream. and you go to the distance. I live that principle today. 1,000 come and a dozen stay. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be hurt. There's going to be pain. There's going to be things that you need to do to change. But I'm telling you, if you do these 3 principles, if you write down, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're willing to go the distance, if you're willing to do whatever it takes, one day you will wake up in a different world, a different man, and you will ask yourself, what happened to that world I used to live in? Thank you.